Good afternoon, guys. I hope you guys are well today. I'm doing well. I'm doing better. I wasn't feeling well this morning, but I'm doing so much better. I have a good amount of words for you guys, so I'm hoping I can get all the words out today. Again, I hope you guys are doing good. And again, any words that you guys see, always take the words to God to get confirmation, okay? But this is a particular word for some of you guys, and I just want to just say that, many of you guys, you are discovering your destiny, you're discovering your purpose along the journey. As in, like, God may not have shown you detail for detail about your life. And the reason for this is because, one, God likes to surprise his children. God likes to surprise his children. Two, there are some of you guys, God cannot reveal everything about your life to you as to what's to come and what he's going to need you to do until you are removed from certain people and places, until you start showing that you are obedient, until you start with your actions proving that you are obedient to God. And the reason for this is because most of you guys, you don't even know who's against you until you've gotten hurt. And most of you guys, it's like God will allow that to happen for people to show their true colors and show how they truly feel about you. Because some of you guys were in denial about these people. And not only that, but some of these people also know the plans that God has for you. Not every detail, but they know you definitely have favor in your life. And some of them did not want you to get to these destinations. But not only that, some of them just wanted to mooch off of you and wanted to use you. So you'll notice that when you reflect back to when you're around people that you're not supposed to be around, and you reflect back to these times and seasons of your life, you will notice that you were not able to see as much details of your prophecy around these times, but little glimpses and pieces. But you notice that as soon as God removed you from people, you're seeing a lot more about your life. Some of you guys, you were not at a place back then where you could be trusted with your own prophecies. And God had to hide you from you. I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. God had to hide you even from you. Because you were not ready. You were too trusting of wolves. Too trusting of wolves. You were not well discerned. You were not as receptive as you should be to God. You were disobedient. And God had to wait until you were at a certain level of your training on this walk before he was able to reveal more and more and more about who you truly are. So he had to hide you from you until the right time. And I want to give you an example of the types of things that may have happened to many of you guys, or that you have to take heed of. There's children of God, other children of God, and even those who are not children of God, as in, like, they're not called or they're not chosen, right? Or they work for the enemy. Just because people see in the spirit does not mean that they're good. There's prophets out there, there's children of God out there who can see in the spirit, yet their heart's not clean. And they don't take correction and instruction from God when it comes to repenting for these things. So they're not able to elevate the way they want to because of their disobedience. But they're still able to see in the spirit. They're still able to dream. And they may see things about other children of God. And because their heart's not clean, they will try to sabotage these other children of God and block these other children of God by creating smear campaigns, gossip, lies. Similar to Saul and David, how Saul's a child of God and he was favored by God, but because of David's position that he's going to be in, Saul tried to sabotage David. It even got to the point where Saul was trying to kill David. That's a good example, right? And you see Cain and Abel. And again, it's not just children of God, but the devil has his devices of people that can see in the spirit. And you have to understand that some of these people, They can see parts of your destiny, parts of what God has in store for you. But many of you guys who were not discerned before, what happened was many of you guys, you would always talk about the things that you're seeing in the spirit, talk about your prophecies and your dreams. Even I had to cut down on that. Like when I shared certain things about like my relationship with God, I had to stop because I noticed that there was people out there who are not there yet, and it was triggering them, but it was also causing people that were actually there to come at me because they're not experiencing specific things because of their disobedience, right? So even I had to learn. But many of you guys that didn't know, what you didn't know is that there's people that may see things about your life, but they won't see full details. So for example, they may see a glimpse of something, but they won't know why they saw it. So they may see you, and they may see you doing something in a dream, and it's a glimpse, but they don't know why they saw that. It could be anything. That interpretation could have been anything. But let's just say now you go around these people and you start blabbing of the destiny, of the dreams, or the visions that God has shown you. You start blabbing and talking to them. You just interpreted the dream they had about you, and without even realizing, you just interpreted it for them. But they're not going to tell you they saw glimpses and stuff. They're going to take what you're telling them as confirmation that you are going to be in that high authority position, that you are going to be blessed, that there is a breakthrough ahead for you. And they know what it is because that little glimpse that they saw, they didn't quite know what it was until you came in and started talking. And this is why people that have monitoring spirits, that can see in the spirit, they may see little glimpses about your life, but they won't see details. And what they will do is they will even come to you and start questioning you about certain things. And if you talk too much and you're going and going and going, you don't even understand that you just interpreted something for them about your own life that you didn't even know. And now they're doing black magic. Now they're doing trying to do destiny transfers. Now they're trying to smear campaign you. Now, do you get what I'm saying? So for us who are discerned, we make these mistakes sometimes. But that for those who are not discerned and who don't understand these things are real and who are not as receptive to God yet, this is why back then, many of you guys, God did not reveal everything to you. See, some of you guys where you are in your life today, you're like, man, God, you're showing me all these visions and dreams, and I never had all these revelations before. Why? Because you're not in the right place or position to receive these revelations. There was too much wolves around you. So God had to ensure and make sure that you were at a certain level of your discernment and training and understanding of things before he reveals certain things to you. Right? So God had to hide you from even you for a bit. As weird as it sounds, but it's the truth. So be discerned and be careful who you're opening up your mouth to, because again, and be careful what you say when people come to you and start asking you questions. Don't say too much, because sometimes they're not just asking you a question because they're just curious about something. Sometimes they dreamt something, they saw something, and they don't even know the interpretation of it. So they ask you, and you end up interpreting something about your life that you don't even know, but your enemy knows now. I love you guys. I'll see you the next word. Bye.